Hello everyone, my name is Big Head Code, and today I'm going to be talking about a hidden gem. What's a hidden gem? A hidden gem is a game that not a lot of people played and not a lot of people talked about, but despite flying under the radar, is kind of an awesome game. Today's hidden gem is a game called Fantasy Strike. Fighting games are hands down my favorite genre of video games. I grew up down the street from an arcade called Nickel City. If you don't know what an arcade is, ask your parents, they probably loved them. But every single day I didn't have school, my dad would drop me off at Nickel City. He'd give me $5 and carne asada fries. On an extra special day, he'd give me 2 sets of carne asada fries. But I would stay there all day and I would just play Street Fighter. He'd give me $5. The entry fee to get into Nickel City was $1.75, which left me with $3.25 to last me the entire day. So I figured I'd become the best at Street Fighter, so I didn't have to spend money and I could save the rest that I didn't spend. So I did exactly that. I became the best at Street Fighter. Anyways, fighting games can feel at times inaccessible for beginners. There's series like Guilty Gear and basically any anime fighting game where you'll see novices get destroyed online by even intermediate players, because not everyone's gonna pick up a game and understand how Roman cancels, FADCs, super jump canceling. They're not gonna know how all that stuff works. Fantasy Strike takes the core essence of fighting games and simplifies them for players of all skill levels. The game features a simplified control scheme, meaning there's no quarter circle motions or charging back for 2 seconds. All special moves are just a button and one direction. Despite this level of simplicity, the game has a ton of depth. A lot of genre staples still exist, like frame traps, tick throws, 50-50 mix-ups, zoning. The game even has straight up tutorial videos that teach you basic techniques all the way up to the advanced techniques for each character. The tutorials are narrated by David Sirlin. He's the creator of the game. David Sirlin is actually the guy behind Sirlin Games. It's the developer of Fantasy Strike, but he's also a renowned Street Fighter 2 player. He's actually got roots back in like the old school Street Fighter 2 tournaments. He also narrated the 2002 Street Fighter documentary Bang the Machine. The game's definitely easy to pick up, but like semi-hard to master. After watching a tutorial video though, you basically have all the tools you need to win a match, beginner or otherwise. Like if you don't know what a frame trap is, this game actually shows you a frame trap and it tells you how to do it. If you don't know what 50-50s are, this game shows you how to do a 50-50. And since everything is just a button and a direction, everything's super easy, and you can just pick up a character right after watching a video, and you can basically do everything you need to do to win. I wish more games had this. For single player options, the game includes an arcade mode, which gives you a brief introduction to the character and their reasons for fighting in the Fantasy Strike tournament. But honestly, like the voice acting is like super cringy.
Grant you only as much life as needed to be that tyrant killer.
A lot of the stories don't make sense, and like Rook is the guy that hosts the tournament, but Midori, that other character, is the last character in the game. Like they should have just made Midori the host, I don't know. But it's a fighting game, so yeah. There's a daily challenge mode where you play what's basically a survival mode and they rank you against other players in the world. There's a normal survival mode, there's a boss rush. Boss rush has you fighting like superpowered versions of all the characters. In between matches you get to choose buffs so that they stack between rounds, so you can have like longer range throws, you have more health, your attacks do more damage, you get extra special moves you don't normally get. It's a fun mode, it's different from the normal fighting mode, it's definitely more casual. And then there's a normal versus mode. Online play in the game is also top notch. The game uses GGPO networking and lag is almost non-existent. You could play in normal 1v1 matches, and there's also like a 3v3 team mode where you and your opponent both pick 3 characters and you have to beat your opponent's 3 characters with all 3 of your characters. I really did enjoy this mode. It's different and it forced me to get good with a bunch of different characters. The way they handle the rank system is pretty cool too. Every time you win a match, you kind of move down a bracket like in a tournament, so there's like semifinals, and then you make your way to grand finals, and you can eventually win the tournament. It's definitely a different take on the rank system, and it's really rewarding when you actually win. The character designs are also really well done. The characters each fit a sort of archetype found in most fighting games, so there's like zoning characters who utilize projectiles to control the screen. There's rushdown characters who use their speed to get close to their opponent. There's wildcard characters. They kind of depend on counter hits and random items. And then there's grapplers. They dominate once they can get close and throw their opponent, kind of like Zangief in Street Fighter. The characters are all super well balanced. The rushdown characters, they're super fast, but they have the least amount of health. And then the grapplers have more health, so they can take damage while they just walk super slowly across the screen to get close to their opponent. And then in the character designs themselves, there's a lot of nods to other fighting games in the form of like alternate colors. Like there's a color that's clearly like Galford from Samurai Showdown. There's one that looks like Oro from Street Fighter 3, Senko from Darkstalkers, Captain Falcon. There's a bunch. Rounds in Fantasy Strike are like extremely fast, so despite the simplicity of the control scheme, every move kind of matters. If you can land a counter hit with Degrade, for instance, you can take like 3/4 of your opponent's life bar, so the game has like a real risk and reward feel to it, and I definitely had a bunch of matches that ended with like some real butt clenchers. I highly suggest you check out Fantasy Strike. It's definitely a hidden gem. I didn't hear much about it when it came out. I remember playing the demo at EVO, but when it came out I didn't hear anything about it. But I do see it on sale often, and even at full price it's only 30 bucks. So check it out even if you have like the smallest interest in fighting games. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I try to upload at least 2 videos a week. But my name is Big Head Code, and I want to thank you again for watching.
Fight! KO! Satsuki wins.